Our school offers a wide variety of subjects and activities apart from the normal subjects, maths, English, chemistry, physics, etc. Computer studies, Latin, French and art are also offered. So here's Lee to talk on computers.
Here is a computer review which was written by Ewan Campbell-Lendrum, a sixth form computer student at ISS. In 1980, the International Secondary School took delivery of its first computer. The computer, a CBM 3016, was then at the bottom of the price range, about $1,500. Since then, the price of computer products has dropped drastically. This, along with the advancement of microtechnology, means that it is now possible to buy a vastly superior machine for a third of that price. Recently, the school has taken advantage of this to boost its numbers of computers to 9. 5 of these are made by the highly successful microcomputer company Commodore. The remaining 4 are made by Atari, the famous video game company. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of Mr. Wah, the computer teacher, the school now has numerous printers, disk drives and cassette recorders, the latter 2 being used for storage of information. Over the years, the school has built up a large program library with a collection of more than 100 books, as a computer can't do anything without instructions. The school offers computing science as an O-level subject. This particular subject is not available under the New Zealand system. In the United Kingdom, it is government policy that every primary and secondary school child be given hands-on use of computer systems. The same is true of most Western European countries. Recently, the Fiji government has realised the need for computer education. The importance of this can't be overstressed. Computers are playing a steadily more important part in our society. The Silicon Revolution is well and truly underway. The Fiji government is endeavouring to supply all secondary schools with computers so that Fiji can become self-sufficient in this field.
To all those who are infatuated with somebody, here's Infatuation by Rod Stewart.
Okay, finally we're getting to the male of the species. Here is an ISS Sports Roundup brought to you by John Cazalis. Over to you, John.
Well, so far this year, the International Secondary School has had a particularly good and rewarding year in sports, as individual and team sports. Our first competition this year as a school was the Suva Zone 1 athletics meet. In gearing up to this, we had minor track and field competitions at school for all grades, both girls and boys, then rounded it off with our annual inter-house secondary championships. Numerous schools' records fell, indicating a climb in the school's athletic capability and a beacon of our ability to hold our own at the inter-secondary school's Suva Zone 1 meet. In the following weeks, the ISS team for the Suva Zone was selected, 22 in all. These 22 athletes trained 3 days a week after school at the superb training venue, the National Stadium, as well as lunch times through the week at ISS. 4 weeks passed, and the day of the Suva Zone. ISS athletes proved their worth by getting placed in the top 3 in almost every event we entered, in an admirable effort. Later at school, our principal presented our athletes' certificates. Of the 22 who participated, 16 gained the right to compete in the Fiji finals later on in the term. We also took the cup for overall winners of the boys' junior grade and the girls' sub-junior grade. In the Fiji finals, of the 16 who competed, 5 gained places, a significant increase from the previous year, in which 3 athletes qualified for Fiji finals and 1 was placed. Our thanks go to Mr. Samwai, Mrs. McLeod, Mr. Wah and Mr. Noke, who coached them throughout their training. The next big event was on the ISS calendar was swimming, first with our inter-house swimming competition, in which again a significant increase in competition caused records to fall in almost every grade, another good indication on what was to come in the British Petroleum-sponsored swimming carnival between the schools throughout Fiji. Our squad was named and started training 2 weeks before the competition, brimming with confidence. At the meet, our swimmers performed above par and certificates were presented for both relay and individuals from ISS. In addition, ISS were runners-up in the boys' overall grade, runners-up in the girls' overall grade, and runners-up in the school's grade. Our thanks go to Mr. Samwai for training us in this competition. Our next competition against schools was the school's cricket competition that was played on Wednesdays afternoon at Albert Park. Our band of experienced players, mixed with beginners who were enthusiastic about learning to play cricket, trained at school Monday, Tuesday and Thursdays, and Friday down at Albert Park. We runners-up in the first round to RKS, and in the second round we placed third overall. Again, our thanks to Mr. Sumway for help in providing our cricketers with his. At the commencement of second term, our school hockey teams, both girls and boys, were regularly playing competition. Our girls, after last year's disaster, played this year like a team, and the scores they got were well above what the school thought capable of them. To date, they have won all except 2 games in competition, with the losses being marginally close. Special thanks go to Mrs. Hudson, who relieved Mr. Tuxon at school while he was away. She took a keen interest in the girls, and I think the girls were rewarded by her coaching. About the boys, well, they trained under the guidance and coach of Mr. Wah and entered a 7-a-side competition, with most of our top players missing, but played admirably well to finish second to the winners Suva Grammar. Later on, our team entered an 11-a-side competition held at Albert Park and finished 5th out of 8 schools. Again, a good effort by our boys, who really played hockey for fun. Throughout the year, our girls have played matches against schools in netball, both on weekdays and Saturday mornings at Thurston Gardens. Our standard is improving in all grades, with ISS winning almost half the games they play, thanks to coach Mrs. Singh. Next was the Fiji Secondary Schools Basketball Championship, in which ISS entered 2 boys teams, an A and a B grade. They displayed good teamwork and a quality of sportsmanship during the day-long knockout tournament, which the average age of our team was 15 and the other schools 18. But we were not disheartened, and most of us played better. We got past most of our games, and to top it off was a magnificent win our A boys had over a strong RKS team, who were twice our height and weight. But that did not deter them from sticking to their tasks, and they did so admirably well. Thanks must go again to Mr. Sumway, who without him we would have been lost. Well, that's all. Now, hand you over to Lee.
Thank you, John. Now let's space out with Form 2 and the ISS Space Music.